everybody. So we're back for the first round of Season 2 of the Exhibition Series in the Manufacturer Cup. I'm back in the BMWs, and first race, mate, qualified in third place. Let's see if I don't get punted in the first corner. Woohoo! As we know, everyone likes to go hard into the first corners, so we're going to be, careful. All right, now we're into it. It was less carnage than I expected at the start, which was good. I've never been a big fan of the Tokyo loops, but I'll tell you what, this one's a bunch of fun to race. There's a lot of argy-bargy, but hey, rubbing is racing, as they say. Controller goes on the inside of me, gives me a little nudge. Very tight racing. It's a fast course this. We're just, going at it. Controller God gets me. It's into a little sandwich there between the two beamers. It's like Gordon's picked up a penalty. They're all into this, high speed section. Hit the limiter in 7th gear in the BMW here almost. Tuck into 4th gear, floor it out of there as hard as you can. And you come into these chicanes. This is where I expect there to be a bunch of carnage. Everyone behaved themselves by the looks in our little group anyway, which was good. Puts D. Beaverington into the lead, Raptor Race, and then myself. To the top 3 into the second lap. Staying right on Raptor's tail there. And I go wide there. I broke away too late there. It was my own mistake, and it was an incident, but I kept my position at least while the other 3 were battling it out behind, and I just knuckled down and had to focus a bit more. Here we go into this hairpin. It's really unpredictable in here. I decided to stay inside on this one. Gave myself a position. Raptor goes well wide. Hits into Charlie Dom. Controller God's picked up a 4-second penalty. No, he's not the stick with a 3. So it looks like there was a bit of carnage back there. Gives us all a bit more space up in the front of the pack to, try and battle it out. But out of nowhere comes Raptor racing 3 wide into the fast section. So Beaverington and I side by side into the speed section, but the Lexus is just a bit quicker than the Beamer. So I tuck back in behind him and decide to save the fight for another day. It's a long race ahead, so I was trying to stay calm and not push too hard. Oh, Dom is trying to do the cheeky on the inside of the chicane there. Not a good place to be trying to pass, bud. But he goes for me on the inside. And we'll just keep him. Just keep my position there. The stick now is starting to catch up. Heads into a 4-way battle up in the front. Goes inside. I try and go nice and wide. Dom comes in on the inside. I stay wide. I can see him there. We have a little rub, but nah, I just keep him there as well. Keeps us all in tight to this fast section again. We've got a got a fair few seconds now in between us and the next group behind, so we can take a little breath here. Really enjoying being back in the BMW again. So Beaverington hits the wall there. I was hoping to maintain speed, but he somehow held the position. He didn't lose too much momentum out of that little wall clash. The four of us are ass to mouth, as I like to say. Now we're heading into this, into the downhill under the bridge and into the U-turn. Dom goes on the inside. Beaverington, he stays nice and wide. I follow him into the corner. I go way too wide, and that gives the Stig the advantage. We rub, and we're off. They're tucked in 3 behind. I'm on the inside line. 3 wide, Stig sniffing around. Beaverington and I, we're side by side, have a bit of a rub. The 4 of us stick together. Super close through the tunnel. Stig still just sliding around the back there. And I lose my position to the Stig and push myself back into 4th place. That's okay. These the crew up front are rubbing and racing, so it'll give me a bit of time just to relax and wait for my opportunity to get through. The Stig has just gone on a rampage and got himself through up into 1st position. He's just gone on a rampage. Manstad and the AMG, we have a little battle out, but he slips back behind me, realised he couldn't get me on the inside line. So an unfortunate set of corners for me there, and lost myself a few positions, but oh well, it's still early in the race. Like I always say, I'm always happy with a top 10. We've got a little bit of space at this point. Oh! Dom bitch slaps the wall, and I give him a little nudge from behind. Unfortunate, and that gave the Stig a little bit of space. On the brakes early, going inside of Dom. I get him, foot to the floor, to fend him off. Woohoo! Back into 2nd place, right behind the Stig. Dom's trying to come up on the inside into the chicanes, but he thinks twice about it. And then he rubs me a little, and we end up in the wall. He was coming way too fast on the inside line there, and yeah, ended up, we made contact, but it wasn't too bad. I definitely wasn't trying to be defensive, but yeah, it was just a race incident. It's unfortunate because it dropped me back, and yeah, I lost a lot of ground there. So a few other cars going to the pits there. I gave Manstad a little rub. I wasn't sure if he was going to go in or he turned. He actually was going a bit slower, and I gave him a little nudge in the behind. But I decided to stay out on the medium tyres for a little bit longer, and so does, I think it's the Stig. Yeah, it's the Stig. So we've got a bit of space, and it's time to just get a little bit of last usage out of these medium tyres before we go in. So on that lap with just the two of us out there, I started to gain on him. His tyres were obviously a bit more battered than mine. We both head out wide. I get right onto his tail and as we head into the pit lane. So this race you have to run the hard tyres for a stint. So now it's time to sort out for the hards, throw in some fuel and get back out there and see where we're sitting. We're already up to, what's that, 8th? And get back, there's already a crowd of cars coming through. Date off, picks up a penalty, and I'm back in 10th position. Is that Breevington? Yeah, there's D. Breevington. He stopped in the lap before, and now we're back into the racing. So I've got a little bit of work to do now. Back in 11th position. And this is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. Running the hard tyres on the out lap in a pack of cars. Yeah, it wasn't overly cool, and I made a pretty huge error just here. 3, 2, 1, late brake, and go in through the chicane like a fucking rocket. I don't know how I survived it, but I did. A whoop-de-doodly-doo. Sorry, Breevington, I'm so glad we didn't. I didn't take us off both out, and probably all the guys behind us as well. So sorry about that, lads. The race goes on. There's Shogun sitting right up behind me now. So we've got a fair bit of work to do. There's still some cars to pit. There's a few penalties. So that'll hopefully gain us a few positions if we keep it clean. Into the U-turn now. There's a couple 3 wide there. I decided to go super inside. Go nice and heavy. V-turns, we have a little rub. I get next to Breevington. I get inside. There's guys I'm trying to cut across. It was my fault. Sorry again, Breevington. I wasn't sure what that guy with the penalty was going to do. But I got through him. He ghosted in time. And the two of us go blasting through the ghosts. And up we go in the positions. Up into 5th place, Breevington right on my tail again. Now it's time to keep climbing. Still plenty of time in this race. Oh, Manstad takes the wall out, gets 1.5 second penalty. Gives me the space to get around him. Gives me a bit of space into this hairpin. Hopefully no one tries to dive bomb me. Manstad pulls back a little bit. Good on you, bud. I go super wide thinking that he was going to try the inside, but I got out nice and clean. Into 3rd place. Breevington's on the outside of me. We're into the straightaway. He's got the fastest straight line speed over me, and he takes my 3rd place away from me. Good move, dude. So now it's the battle for 3rd position. It's all about racing smart now, you know. We've got I think 5 laps left. He's got to hope on a mistake. Hope that one of them runs out of fuel, which I've done in a race before like an idiot. Looks like Manstad's picked up another penalty. Unfortunate for him. So Brevington has moved down the ranks a couple there. He collided a wall and put me up into 3rd position. So it was just a matter now. I knew I was going to catch the guys ahead of me. They were literally like 5 or 6 seconds ahead of me to catch 2nd place. So it was just a matter of holding on to this 3rd podium. I thought, well, it's probably going to be a fight to the end. So it was time to settle in and start defending a bit. But then as I headed into this corner, both the guys went into the pits and gave me all the space in the world. Fantastic. Yes! Ah! Yes! Oh, what? What? Charlie got penalised. And so did the Stig. They didn't go into the pits. Or they stayed on mediums. Thank you very much, boys. First win of the season. First win of the season. First win of the season. Well, that was a lot of fun. Wow, right as. Thanks for the good race, boys. That was a good time. Oh well, that's it for another one. First round. The Beamer's taken a bit of a flogging, but that's all cool. Pretty pumped with that. I don't know why I'm wearing a white suit. For some reason it won't download my suit, but yeah. Cool. Couldn't be happier with that. We'll see you all in the next one.